Today we are celebrating the wonderful partnership that led to increased internet conductivity and accessibility in Howard County schools. During today's event, you will hear and see about some of the wonderful ways that this agreement has led to new and innovative educational opportunities for our students. Faster and stronger internet service allows teachers and students to participate in real-time learning activities, such as the English class here that is involved in peer editing with a class, another high school, out on the West Coast.
Our school system has the highest broadband capacity of any school system in the state and one of the highest in the nation because of this effort. And also, thanks to this effort, each high school in Howard County now has 5 gigabytes per second of capacity. That's 50 times more than the 100 megabytes we had previously with a commercial carrier. Our middle schools have 3 gigabytes per second of capacity, 30 times the previous capability. And our elementary schools have 10 times better capability with 1 gigabyte per second of capacity. Now, as those of you who know me know, I am no computer whiz. Stop laughing back there. But even I know that's really, really fast.
The ICBN enables a next-generation learning environment for the Howard County students and staff. It advances our ability to tap into all benefits of advanced educational technologies by vastly increasing with bandwidth, speed, and reliability we bring to the classroom. ICBN opens up a world of possibilities, and I mean world. It's not just here in Howard County, but it's going to open up opportunities for our students across the world.
Students in some of our English classes have created social media accounts for characters in a novel, and these characters interact with one another, and this lets students explore literary character analysis, development, and conflict in a very real and engaging way that they actually are loving and enjoying. In our dance classes, we have great illustrations of how this technology is bringing real-world application to our dance students. Dance students are able to watch YouTube videos and critique other dancers from around the world. And last month, our government students were able to take part in many national Constitution Day activities, such as online games and resources that require high-speed internet. And these opportunities weren't available before we had this technology. And this is bringing a lot of fun into the classroom for our students. Finally, I can't stress enough that ICBN is only possible because of our amazing partnerships with our county government, our county executive, and our chairperson of the county council. Thank you for the strong support that you provide to the school system. And I want to thank you for being here today, and it is my pleasure now to introduce to you a young man who has great potential. We're going to see great things from him, Mr. Dylan Fox.
Thank you, Dr. Foos. Hi, I'm Dylan Fox, and I'm here representing all students in Howard County enrolled in a live stream virtual education course. If Howard County's virtual education class is offered, I personally am taking differential equations. To give some background of the differential equations class that I am taking, for those who may not know exactly what it is a high-level math class at or near the peak reached by most scientists and engineers. Before I had any knowledge of how a virtual class actually worked, I did not necessarily know what to expect by taking differential equations through a situation very different from the traditional classroom setting. But once again, that was prior to the beginning of the course, before having the knowledge that a virtual education class is, in fact, not going to make the course harder for me. Rather, after only a few classes, I realized that this technology-driven path of innovative education is absolutely beneficial. There is a benefit of being taught by an expert in the field of study, while at the same time, there is a benefit of being able to take more than the classes than you would have been able to take if you had to travel to another location to take the same course. There is also a benefit of promoting more students to be involved in the class. For example, oftentimes, my teacher, Mr. Demery, who is extremely an expert in the field, and calls on a student in the class who is from another high school to answer a problem he has written on the chalkboard. Obviously, that student cannot go up to the chalkboard since he is miles away. So Mr. Demery will invite a student present in the class at River Hill to go up to the front of the room while the student from the remote school instructs the other student what to write. Without a doubt, this creates an extremely engaging environment, educational environment. This encourages more communication among students, despite the fact that these students come from all over the county. But, of course, this all would not be possible without a more than adequate internet connection. Fortunately, Howard County Public Schools do not simply have an adequate internet connection. Instead, the HCPSS internet connection has an impressive speed and strength, permitting the live communication and interaction not just between students in a single classroom at a single school, but between students in classrooms at multiple schools. So, based on my experience in the classroom, it is evident that virtual learning not only meets the educational opportunities of a traditional classroom setting, it also encourages educational collaboration and enhances instruction. All in all, I am privileged to have the opportunity to exercise my love for math by taking the hardest math class offered in Howard County, differential equations, through the virtual education enabled by the great high-speed internet connection in Howard County. Thank you.
And we are thrilled that we've opened the door for our students to be able to do interesting things, for our students as they leave here and go on to HCC to continue to do those interesting things, for us to be connected to our global partners in ways that we've never been able to do before.